The guys, this metro, it's really annoying. I think it's every reset. They reset the talents, to be honest. So we got to do all this again before we get started today. But today we are going to continue where we left off. The problem is I don't remember the talents. I need to make a template, but I don't think even that works. I'm pretty sure that gets reset too. All right, so I don't actually want those things, I don't think. I know we want all this stuff. Totemic Surge. Boy, let's see. We only have 2 more points. What were we putting it into? These things? Yeah, I think it was this, yeah. Okay, so that's that. Let's get these set up properly. What do we get? That actually is the right place for that. This goes here. This goes here. Chain heal is not going to be used. The problem is the action buttons. The keybinds. Earth Shield. Some of them are still there though, like Sundering and stuff. Okay, I think we're good. Wait, Earth Shield is where? 3, yeah, okay, good. And then, obviously, we need to take all of these. Doom wins, even though we don't know if it's even working. That's really not that many points. Yeah, I think we want this, yeah. I think that's where we're at. Yeah, it really wasn't that many things. Doom wins is X, no, C. Wind Fury. Totem on X. And these are not on the bar. We don't need these spells. Alright, yeah, that wasn't that bad. Alright, anyway, hey there guys, Metro, we are back again. Yeah, let's see if we can save this. New loadout. I don't know. I feel like this gets reset too, because I'm pretty sure I did this on my Death Knight and it was reset as well. But yeah, so what should we do? I think we head back. I don't really know. Where should we level next? I can't remember if I made any commitments in the last episode, but yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some of the zones that are out there. Maybe Fellwood. I haven't done Fellwood. I just did Fellwood in Classic, so maybe we do Fellwood. I wouldn't mind doing Winter Spring. I definitely wouldn't mind doing Fellwood. Oh yeah, let's do Southern Barrens. I think we talked about that. Yeah, Southern Barrens will be today. Okay. Southern Barrens it is. I don't exactly know how we get there, but we can just ride. But yeah, man, this has been great. If you guys didn't see the last episode, you missed a doozy. We have a lot of stuff to vendor too. You missed an absolute doozy. I cannot believe how crazy that episode was. But I guess I'm kind of an idiot. I had the Chromie time. I never turned Chromie time on, so maybe that's a big part of it, but yeah, we were just slaughtering. Like, I'm talking about destroying these mobs. Like, they were getting destroyed. So that's cool. I'd love to do Mulgore, but it's kind of a huge waste of time. And Stone Talon, I don't even... I wouldn't mind doing Stone Talon. Maybe we'll do Stone Talon. I don't know, I've never really done Stone Talon as Horde. Gotta get back in the swing of this. This is a very unique playstyle. Good. Very good. Yeah, still kind of killing mobs really quick. We got another PvP talent, which really helps. Honestly, helps a ton. Because it reduces the amount of time in between Earth Shocks, or in between Frost Shocks. And that's a big DPS increase for us. Frost Shock does 154 damage, and Primal Strike only does 40. So Primal Strike actually does less damage than Flame Shock's initial application. Which is kind of weird. But I believe it counts as a melee swing, so it can, maybe not though. I was thinking it could count as a melee swing, so that would mean that we would actually get a Wind Fury proc from it, but maybe not. Oh, let's do Ashen Veil. Or, no. We're not doing Ashen Veil, that's for sure. Although, to be honest, I should have at least considered doing some of it. The first part was awful, but... Let's do Stone Talon. I've never really done Stone Talon before. So this will be an interesting one. Then we could go from Stone Talon to Southern Barrens, and that will probably be... I don't know how long or how far we're getting in this episode, but... I probably have about 2.5 hours. It's 1:30 right now. Yeah, probably 2.5 hours. Yeah, we're still kind of demolishing stuff. That ain't changing. Let's just do the Barons again. Can we just do the Barons? Can somebody just log on and party sync with me? Party sync me back into a phase where the Barons is not cleared. I would literally just do the Barons again if I could. It's definitely my favorite zone. Although STV was great. Northern Stranglethorn was great. Oh yeah, we can kill all these rares again too. It's worked out well the first time. The thing is, the CDs are so low as well with this talent that it's like I should never save anything. It might not be great to be like holding on to shit if you're just wasting mad CDs, you know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Primal Strike can cause a Wind Fury. This spec is just so wild, though. It's so active. And I love the two-handed version of it, man. It's actually... This is actually insanely fun. Oh, look at who just rolls up on us. This guy is hard to find. Yes, he's also dangerous. I was pretty low when we started. 4K, that's thanks to Rested though, I think, yeah. We got some leather gloves, we put those on. Yes sir, they're just a straight up upgrade. Alright, well that's one of 4 rares that we're gonna kill, I guess then. Still don't actually know if that's working. Everything about this spec is just so satisfying. Let's pull a second rare there. If we get tossed into that rare, it's going to be 2 rares being fought at once. That would probably not be great for us. What's that, cloth? Yeah, I won't wear cloth. That's the only thing we'll save for sure. Oh, we have a way to interrupt things too every once in a while with that talent. Oh, Shade Skill just expired as well. The really weird thing about STV though, or really weird thing about Stone Talon is that there's actually a lot of quests in the zone. Or a lot of like quest hubs or places in the zone. Let's just say places in the zone. Oh, Barrens in the morning is quite nice. See, it's only 10:30 because we're on a West Coast server now. I don't think I've ever been at Barrens in the morning. It's very bright. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of places in the zone that are just now completely unoccupied. Like they don't have a single quest for them or in them. It's like, honestly, they could have just not even... They could have just left both versions of the zone intact. I'm really happy to see that the Alderman entrance is actually not... they made a whole new dungeon. I need to make a video on that, to be honest, because that's a really big deal. It's like a really big deal, I feel like. I bet a lot of people don't know that they made a whole new dungeon. It's not replacing the old one, it's just a new one. Which is kind of weird, because it actually looks like it replaces the old one, but it doesn't. Wow. You've made a big mistake here. You could have lived. What's Cop always say? Some hyenas just can't wait to die. It's true, too, because that hyena literally was going to live, and then it attacks me for no reason. It doesn't even get me to 70% health, and then I just kill it. Almost kind of sad. Barrens during the day? Does that exist? Let's go to Stone Talon. I think probably Stone Talon at night is quite nice too, to be honest. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Let's just quickly delete all this stuff on the way. We got a while. We got a lot of running ahead of us here. The weird part about this is it actually starts in Ashenvale, which is cool, but very strange. You can tell that they really definitely, I don't know. Like, I much prefer... Oh, there's all my bags. They're now here. All the bags I bought yesterday. Just noticed that. Anyway, what I was gonna say was something. Yeah, I liked how your first entrance into Stone Talon was actually through the Barrens in Classic. That's just like way more logical, I feel like. Way more logical. Assaulting through the top here, which I don't even think that exists in Classic. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. There's a cave that you can use as an entrance as well in Classic, and that is an exit through into Ashenvale. But I don't actually know. I'll just keep all these profession materials just in case. If this Horde version of the zone wasn't so bad, we would have probably spent a lot of time here. I love the aesthetic of this zone. The next leveling challenge I'm going to do on the alpha is going to be a survival hunter. A bow only. A ranged survival hunter is going to be next. So that's, I already made the character just in case. We're going to do that on Night Elf. Switch it up. Maybe alternate. Then the one after that I want to do is Tauren Rogue. But we'll see how much time and how much availability there is. Rogue seems like it'd be really good. The leveling talents for Rogue seem really powerful. I'm really sold on this, man. It's just great. It's just so great. It's actually awesome. I don't know. This zone was, yeah, just a worse version of this zone, though. Honestly. Wait, what is that? There's actually a BFA quest. If I had more time, I would definitely run up there and find out what that is. That's intriguing. Hygel's interesting. How do you even get to Hygel? I don't think you... Yeah, you have to fly to Hygel, right? Alright, so we got a long trip ahead of us. Well, actually, no, it starts here. Yeah, I almost ran right by it. Captured Furbolg. Oh, shit. Feel bad about that. Nah, just kidding. They're the enemy. The enemy are the Night Elves, though, really. This guy's using a two-handed axe? What the hell's he doing? He's using a two-handed axe with one hand, just whacking some lumber with it. Whacking it. Guy I used to play with all the time. What are you doing? What are you up to? Oh, just whacking it. Alright, let's get started. I don't really know much about this quest. This is just the old entrance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they just blew open the tunnel, basically, and now there's just like a ravine there. Okay, yeah, this is actually the same way you used to enter from Ashenvale. This isn't even clickable? Oh, I see. There's a... Yeah, I remember this quest. There's an alliance quest for that. What's over there? Maybe the bear's here. We can kill the bear. I can't actually remember where the bear is. What the hell is up here? Talon Deep Lake? No, that's to the right, right? This is the entrance to the cave. Yeah, this is it. It's just gone now? Wow, that's fucking weird. Yeah, this was the entrance to the cave. So the cave is just gone now, and they just changed the topography of the zone to make it easier to navigate, I guess. Or maybe easier to understand is the better way to put it. Although I don't know how Alliance enters the zone. I have never done it on Alliance, and I definitely need to. Maybe in the next playthrough we'll do it on Alliance. Never even entered it as Alliance, like not started it. We'll do Ashenvale for sure, Night Elf Hunter, and then yeah, we'll go there. Hopefully it'll be obvious. I like how that intro starts in Ashenvale. It's quite cool. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, maybe I have done this as Alliance then. Wait, is this not even where we're supposed to be? Oh, I guess we're supposed to have just ridden right by these guys. Huh. Maybe I have done it as Alliance then, because that looks familiar to me. Maybe I started it. I definitely never finished it, that's for sure. Isn't there a bunch of mobs in stealth right here? That's weird. Yeah, so I guess it's only the Alliance intro that starts in. So I don't know what's going on. I can't remember. Good thing is I bet the Alliance enlisted buff is higher than 10%. Sorrowbaz. Wait, he's... What the fuck? He's a Magheart Orc. A bunch of tattoos all over him. What the hell? Sure. Guess he came with Garrosh, huh? Alright, so I remember these quests. I've seen this zone done a million times, but I've never really done it myself. Siler used to do this every single time. He claimed it was the best EXP zone in the game. And, you know, I trust his judgment on that. I never did it myself, really. But every time he would do the 1 to max level challenges, he would always do this zone. I've seen him probably do it like 5 or 6 different times. And then Cop also, he adopted the same mentality, I believe. He always does this zone whenever he does a leveling challenge now. But to be honest, it's not a zone that I particularly am excited to do. Like, I don't know what's gonna be here per se, but the original version is definitely nicer. Yeah, well, it's kind of weird because even though we're doing the Nomad challenge, typically like Nomad leveling challenges aren't particularly difficult. They just make the leveling feel a little bit smoother, like a little bit more interesting. But the beginning of this challenge was really difficult. I was getting slaughtered, but then I think I got some big upgrades. I remember there was like 2 big power creeps. One when we got some like we got like a ring, we got like 3 or 4 BOEs in the one like 1 hour session. And then the second one was when we started, I guess it was just, yeah, when we hit 30. Thunder Charge. It really makes a big difference, these 2 PvP talents. And then we crafted the axe and everything. That was a funny thing there, crafting this axe.
For the Horde.
Alright. Well, that's it for that quest somehow. Wait, no, there's more here. What happened there? Oh, a different NPC has it.
Strength and honor.
Kill the scouts. Feels like the Alliance probably just uses the exact same place. Yeah, this is the... Oh yeah, this is where the Goblin quests used to be. The Windshear Crag. I wonder if the mine's used for anything now. There used to be like... I've never actually done it, to be honest, but... Apparently there's like an immensely annoying quest. Very difficult and very unforgiving quest in there. Can't even do our full rotation on these mobs. Yeah, we got some kind of quest item that helps us see the mobs. Not exactly sure how that part works. Oh, there we go. Yeah, these spells are modified by haste as well, so if I use the racial and the talent, the PvP talent at the same time, we probably just have like a 2-second cross shock. We're definitely taking more damage again now, though. This guy's dead? What the hell? Oh, we ding as well, wow. Good start. So I used to say that these quests just objectively gave more experience than any other zone in the game, and I never understood that, but I mean, like I said, I trust him. He did a lot of leveling challenges, let's put it that way. I've done more, I think, numerically, but his were way more grueling. His were real challenges, mine are just for fun. You're not aware of what I'm talking about. He used to do 1 to whatever the max level would be at the time in 1 sitting. So even this, like, I cannot not sleep. Like, I have to sleep. If I don't sleep, I will be ill. Like, I'll actually be very ill. I get really nauseous. Like, I don't know if nauseous, but like dizzy, I guess. I'll never forget the first time I felt that way. Me and my friend, we were playing Final Fantasy VIII together. And we were so excited about it. We were just like, fuck it, let's just not sleep. And we played literally all night. We didn't sleep. And then the next day, I slept over his house, obviously. And then the next day, I had to help his father. His father needed us to help him move a bunch of concrete, bags of concrete or something like that. And I remember picking one up, and I just went to like lift my body up, and I just like had 0 balance. Like, I had no balance. It did not exist. I didn't know what balance was for a second. I just like toppled over, and I was like flipping around on the ground, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then I got up, and I'm like, I have to throw up. And I just threw up all over the yard. Like, it was not good. And ever since then, obviously I haven't done it many times, but ever since then, even if I sleep like only like 2 or 3 hours, I'll get pangs of it. Like, not quite so bad, but there was no way I would be able to do that while playing video games. Now, to be honest, maybe if I was just sitting while I felt that way, I would feel different. I don't know what the issue is, and that's... Yeah, it sounds pretty serious now that I say it out loud, but... regardless, I'm not really sure what the actual issue is there. So maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't have the problem, but I don't care to find out. Sleep's pretty important. But I bet, you know, if you speed run the games, you can easily finish it in one sitting anyway now. You don't even need to miss a night of sleep. Question is just what they're going to do with 60 to 70. Is it going to be long again? You expect it to be at least 10 hours. No matter what. So they basically just add 10 hours to the game, but I do expect 50 to 60 to be shorter. The problem though, 50 to 60 is very short right now, but it's because of how good Shadowlands leveling is. And I went to test it. You probably could have seen it in the video if you were astute. Shadowlands is not there, so we will definitely have to do a Shadowlands only leveling challenge at some point too. We already did Bastion only, which was really fun to be honest. But yeah, Shadowlands only, because I definitely want to see what happens with Torghast as well. Like, what does a level 10 in Torghast look like? You don't even, like, I mean, I actually don't understand how that part's going to work, and I would be surprised if Torghast just stopped working, if they just removed it. Because is Torghast really going to be updated to all the new talents, right? There's like a lot of talents in Torghast that offer you upgrades to talents or whatever, anima powers for talents. As much as I think a lot of people dislike Torghast, I do not dislike it. It's just not exciting. Like, it's the new version is great, and I really do like that. But there's just not a lot of interest. Like, I don't really want to spend a lot of time in there. There's not really any reason for me to, other than it is slightly fun. But there is a lot of things that are slightly fun, you know. Like, honestly, I'd rather do a leveling challenge. I will certainly rather do a leveling challenge on the alpha than Torghast, but I think enjoy it while it's gone, like, because while it's there, because I think it's gonna be gone. I think Torghast might actually just be removed, or something dramatically is gonna be. It's gonna be dramatically different. Let's put it that way. It'll probably be a mess. It'll either be insanely easy or insanely hard, one of the two. Well, anyway, we're now rank 2 or something. I don't fully understand it, but we got like a rank every time. Also waiting for the the MMA event, whatever, the UFC event today. It's actually happening in the middle of the day. Today is ESPN. Why do I keep saying that? UFC in London, so it's happening. In just a few hours, we'll be in the middle of the playthrough when it starts. I actually won't finish watching it, though, because I'm going to go golf again tonight. I golfed yesterday, and it was great. I enjoyed it. It was very warm. Today, it's even warmer, so we'll go. You only get so many... Well, you only get so many days of this heat, and it is great to golf in this heat. I love golfing in this heat. Golfing in this heat is more interesting than any other thing that I could do outside, I feel like. Even being outside in the heat, I mean, it's fine. Like, it's not... I don't dislike it like a lot of people, but it's not that great. But golfing in the heat is so crazy because, like, your whole body is warm, you know? Golfing in the fall, it's kind of tough because it takes me a while to get warmed up.
Strength and honor.
And especially if it's actually cold. Wait, what is that? It made it look like a daily was there.
Farewell.
I am unfamiliar with the zone.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Marshall Paltrow. Wait, don't they sell something here? Wow, well we can buy a... Well, that's a huge downgrade. What the fuck? Yeah, of course it doesn't scale up. Even though it doesn't play like it, we're basically playing a version of Classic that's just scaled up to 60. Well, we scaled up to the new 60. Scaled up to just say 150, I guess. Or yeah, now I'd say probably 140 or something. Whatever the equivalent would have been back in the day. And none of the items scale, just the quests. I'm not sure it's even worth using Flame Shock right now. It's better give experience. I don't know why it was blue like a daily. guess it is some kind of daily. It probably does, because I've seen Sai kill these mobs before. We gotta kill robots too, or no? No. Nothing special. This quest we're not doing. Oh, no. I don't know if I actually have that transmog on live. We're certainly taking damage again. I don't feel like we're necessarily killing things much slower, even though we probably are, but we were like just like I was like, this is no longer a leveling challenge. This is just me leveling an actual character. It felt like. Only we had the troll totems. This is the only thing missing from this playthrough. Troll totems would be absolutely the best. I really, really hope someday they'll add like a glyph or whatever they want to do from now on. For choosing which totems you want, but I don't think they will. I think it's part of the racial, you know, that's just you can't choose what bear form you get. If you're a night elf, you get the night elf bear form. I really want to like Tauren Shaman, but Troll is just 10 times better. It's like Dwarf Paladin, man, I have to say. Might be sad to finally admit this, but it's just true. Human Paladin is just, I like it more. That's all there is to it. Dwarf Paladin's number 2 for sure. But they're still number 2. That's how you gotta put it. I never really needed food. I just realized we still have 40 food even though I've used a bunch of it. That's because we ended up getting some to drop while we were questing. Okay, we're done with the tents. Whoa, who's in here now? This is a quest, there was a quest giver here. It's actually for both factions if I remember correctly. You can actually get the goblin quest from Booty Bay or whatever. There's a rare as well. Oh, there's nobody in there. Just looting something for a quest. More cloth pants. Not great. Eventually, if we keep leveling though, you know, we will hit the plateau again with gear. I think we just hit the perfect storm of everything was going well for about 3 or 4 levels there, and then on top of the blunder that I've had no chromie time on. I'm like 90% sure Doom Winds doesn't work. I don't know. I guess I'll keep using it, but it is a global that I'm not seemingly not doing damage with. See, it's so weird because all of these, like this giant area here that we're in, this is a ton of quests in this one area. It literally used to be just for one quest. Well, it's not one, but it was very few. Like there was like 5 or 6 quests in this area and that was it. Now it's like, it's probably for both factions now too. That's 5 or 6 from both factions. there was like 3 or 4 horde quests, and then there was like 2 or 3 alliance quests. Things that could be done in this area though too, like you can get the eggs and you can get the wyverns and stuff. But not the best place to do it, but it could be done. He's a paladin, holy light. Has the distinct honor of using the PvP gear from Classic. That's nice of him. Wish I had transmog for that. I guess it's not that hard to get, but 1800 sounds like infinitely difficult for me. I don't PvP. Learning to PvP just for transmog, it doesn't really... Don't know about that one. We need a lot of stuff still. I thought we were like done with these quests, but we still haven't even really started the one, it looks like. Oh my god, 2 mobs too. Always the case. We always end up fighting way more mobs than we need. Do I die here? Taking a lot of damage. Back to being in some danger at least. The last... You know, to be honest, I might have actually like helped myself. I don't know how important having chromie time is for the experience per hour for those levels, but they were not slow. And it made those 3 levels a lot easier. Well, I'd say probably too low. I don't really know. How big of a difference? Like if I'm 31 and the mobs are 30, does that really help me that much? I don't know. What is it up here? Strange stuff. You really can't jump off either. Wow. I have to get over the lip, I guess. These are all in combat with me now, which is not good because I bet that probably isn't going to change. Even if we get really far away. There's another quest up here as well. Stay out. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, so again, we're using the... pretty much we're using like every inch of this land. Whereas, like I said, this was like a giant deforestation project with just the same mobs, like dozens of them all over the place. Captured Huntress. So this is probably like an alliance quest to come and free them, huh? Oh, kill the fish. I remember seeing Sai do this. This is an elite. Holy shit. Well, if we're gonna do it, it's gonna be we got all of our CDs up, so. Oh, and what is this? I'm not sure. Didn't seem to do anything. Still not really seeming to do anything. I guess we're alright. Just need to commit our Maelstrom to healing and we're good. Problem is we'll run out of mana if we keep spamming. But now this is back up, so that's that. That was easy. No spec. Well, no, we do have spec. Two-handed answer, Shaman, no problem. I was gonna say no spec, no problem, but that's not true. We have a spec. And that's partially why it's so easy. I actually would be interested in seeing the difference between having a spec and not having a spec now. It's probably like 100 times harder. I'd really like to do no specialization, but still take the class talents. I'm thinking of calling it specialization or class talents only. I think that's a great name for it. It tells you exactly what we're talking about, and yeah, no spec is obviously better, but if we can do no spec, we'll just do that. What I'm thinking is, the problem is, like, you have to take the talents. You have to be a spec to get talents right now. Now, in Live WoW, there is a script you could run to take a talent. So even though the GUI is not there, you can still get them. I'm assuming it's the same way here, but it probably isn't. But if it is, then we just got to figure out what the script is, because that part confuses the shit out of me. I don't really know how people figure out what the scripts are in the first place. It's not like Blizzard tells them, right? So I don't know how people find that out, but we're going to give it a try. We'd be trying it right now if we could, but you can't run scripts. Once when add-ons are disabled, you can't run any LUA, custom LUA. Oh, there's a treasure there too. Shaman is just so wild, though, at times. Still this leper gnome? Oh, what the fuck is that? Now there's a rare. This is the mob that was so dangerous in Classic, Machine Smith. It summoned this robot that was just an absolute monster. Looks like it's gonna die quick nowadays. It was basically like summoning a second mob. It was so dangerous. Okay, a rare. Interesting. Feared. It's a long fear. The mob's gonna kill itself though, thankfully, so we don't have to worry about that. Well, I think we would have died there if it didn't kill itself. Is that plate? No, it's mail. Okay. Big upgrade there, I'm sure. Just better than what we had. And it's mail. Ooh. It's a good transmog. Thing just died instantly. And a treasure. So that's a really... I can see why Sai likes... Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's not gonna sell. That's just a good item in Classic. That's not gonna sell. It's got awful transmog. I know it's a very rare item that sells really well in Classic. I assume it would have a unique transmog, but I guess not. Wait, we ding. Yeah, I forgot about talents altogether. Did we ding twice since we started? Yep. Yeah, I think this is the right option here. Then put points into this and then go for improved lightning bolt. Okay, well, we're gonna have to start taking spells that we just don't use at this point. Three different one of them. I don't really know. Healing Surge is 30% more effective on yourself. It's level 60. It's another one of those. I think it said that with Doom Winds too. But I mean, that's fine because the other spells don't actually help us, so. Even if this one doesn't help us, I definitely don't think we're going to be using Crash Lightning or Elemental Blast, but maybe. Wait, what the hell? Oh, there's the guy now. Gorenzo Wrenchwish. So this guy's still alive, huh? This area is so sketchy to me because I feel like if you fall off, that would just be such a bad feeling. That a knockback hit? I feel like that was I feel like the spell works. Alright, that's it for that. That's a long quest, but it basically visits all the unique areas that the quests in the zone used to make you visit, so I like that. I like that a lot. And it got this treasure and a rare. Obviously, there used to be a vendor up there too, but I guess they got rid of that. That vendor actually has really good pants up there. Classic. Alright, so we're about to turn in 4 quests? 5 quests, actually. Presumably that, the one that was marked as a daily. I hope that one will work. So far, the zone has been very kind to me. We've gained 2 levels, but more like a level and a half, but leech and avoidance, that's a lot. 3% both. That's fucking crazy. Pretty sure DK only gets like 1% leech, and that's it. Maybe it's also 2 or 3% though.
Our enemies will fall.
Oh, we have no neck. Didn't upgrade though.
Be ready for anything.
I have no neck. My god, man, I'll never forget that. Me and some friends and guildies and everything were playing on another neck. We were playing on a TBC realm that was basically like instant 58 at private server. And what the fuck? Yeah. Okay, well I want to turn this quest in first.
Time is money, friend. Hurry fast.
Anyway, and so we started at 58 with naked, and there's a quest down there, I guess. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Gnome Pounder slain, Gnome Engineer slain. Anyway, so we started naked at level 58, so you're basically, it was like quite quite complicated. But they allowed you to actually pay for 72 on top of that. But anyway, yeah, so you had to like level pretty much naked. And, but yeah, so you do like all of the quests in TBC. And, you know, it's kind of like classic. Like there'd be items that you just never got along the way. Oh, you can run around while moving this. So anyway, we were doing like dungeons the first night. We all hit 70 on it. And the it was in Escape from Durnhold, which had its own memes on its own. It was like this ridiculous bug on the server where Thrall would literally just get off his horse and then just instantly one-shot the mob. He would just get off and just fucking pound the mob, and then it would be gone. And he would just yell, "I am a slave no longer!" And you just get off the horse, backhand the mob, and then just be dead. What are we doing here? But anyway, so we're doing a Scarlock or whatever, and he drops a neck. And the tank is playing a Guardian Druid, and the other person in the story is a rogue. And he's like, wait, did we ding again? What the fuck? Holy shit, I see why I did these zones. The storytelling is terrible. But anyway, a neck dropped, and he was like, what neck do you have? Because I have like a green on from leveling. And he goes, I have no neck. It was just the way it was said. It was so funny. I have no neck. Anyway, back to reality here. We have a weird little thing going on here. We actually have no neck. And that is segueing into what I'm talking about now, because we just gained 3 levels in like very short period of time. And we did not gain a single piece of gear in any upgrade fashion. So yeah, that's why the Nomad leveling challenge is difficult, I think, ultimately. That's the thing that makes it the most difficult, especially when leveling is fast. Then it becomes very difficult. You basically out-level your source of gear. Actually, that's not true. We got those gloves. Pretty sure we got 2 pairs of gloves so far. Both of them were upgrades from what we had on, but they just replaced each other. Actually, I have no idea what we're doing. There's actually 3 quests down here. Mr. D's Wild Ride. Like, I just don't know what this is. I think Sai's right, though. It's just these quests just give more experience. I can't believe we dinged. When we were running back, we had 5 quests to turn in, and we had a full level to gain. We got, like, probably, like, less than 10% of a level at that point. And we dinged just from turning all 5 of those quests in, basically. That is shocking, if you ask me. I'm shocked, at least. I don't know if you guys are. Let me know if you're shocked. I'm always also, by the way, guys, if anybody's actually watching this, I know we're only 6 episodes in. It's only like 8 hours in, but if anybody's actually watching this, I'm not trying to trick you into leaving a comment either, but leave a comment and tell me, because I always feel like I'm making these just for myself, not because, you know, obviously I'm leaving them unlisted, but I mean, like, I'm doing that regardless. Like, I want to do this, so I figured might as well make a video out of it. But I feel like, you know, releasing, I don't know, these leveling challenges are a lot different. So we'll see how long it takes, but I don't want to release like 40 episodes of a playthrough, you know? Like the Druid, the classic one that I did, that obviously I cannot release every episode. It would take me weeks. I did the Nomad Warlock in Shadowlands, and yeah, it's you lose a lot of subs. Let's put that, when you spam out 40 videos that people don't necessarily want to watch, some people will not they will unsubscribe from the channel after that. I don't really care about that, to be honest, but it's, yeah. I'm not gonna get, they're not gonna get a lot of views anyway, so when you have that many episodes, you might as well just not even publish them. This, on the other hand, though, this might be worth publishing at some point. We'll see. If this one goes well, then maybe the next one we'll publish all the parts of. I just need to be able to do it faster, because I don't want there to be 15 parts or something, you know? If we can only have like 5 or 6 videos, then that would be perfect. I need to be able to sit down for 4 or 5 hours at a time and make sure we get 1 video, you know, instead of 2. Like yesterday, I did 2 videos just because I've been used to separating the parts into 2-hour blocks just in case. The other thing is, like, you also don't want something to happen. Like, what happens if I lose that footage? Well, I've lost 5 hours of footage now instead of 2. Or something, you know, breaks, or the upload fails or something. You never know. It can happen, although I don't think I've ever seen any issues like that. The end of that series, I had some issues. The parts were both so big that I couldn't get the program to render them together. I accidentally canceled the recording. And I should have had to splice them together, but when I went to do it, it was going to take like 5 hours anyway, and it just crashed. Render was going to take like longer than the upload. So we gotta kill mobs. And we're done with the other stuff basically at this point. Yeah, we are, definitely. Another 3 quests to turn in. So here's the cave. Don't know if this is the same cave, to be honest. This looks like one of those TBC caves, but maybe this one was always like this. I'm gonna venture a guess that it is not. Wait, it's not even the same cave. It's this cave that I don't know actually. Really hope we can get some cool, like, very exciting BOE though. That's the best thing about the Nomad leveling challenge, when you see like a blue BOE drop or something. I mean, we did get the Sword of Corruption, to be honest, which, if we could use it, I bet it would be very good. I think it's like a good twink weapon, if I remember correctly. I don't remember why that's a popular item, but I know of it, so it must be good for something. How the hell are we gonna get out of here? Alright. Just run back, I guess. It's a big cave. Yeah, this is definitely a TBC cave, right? There's no way this is exactly what it looks like in Classic. This is the Nether Wing cave. It's exactly, they all look the exact same, all the ones they added in TBC. And there's also another cave like this in Blasted Lands, which is another zone that Cop always does, but I really think he's making a huge mistake. Doing Blasted Lands.
Strength.
What's up? Hurry back!
Alright. Deliver the crate to somebody. We just leave now, right? Is the way out? Looks like it's the way to go to the quest, but it's probably just a way out. Yeah. And then the quest is above us again. So now we... Oh man, another level's probably coming. Holy shit. Dude, what the fuck is our slash plate? 7 minutes? Dude, if we ding here... Holy fuck, dude. These guys are right. This is the best zone in the game. What the hell's going on here? Oh, the song is playing still. Not anymore. Ooh, doo, doo. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. It's like a Torrent song. Plays in the Barrens. And isn't this a food buff? Oh no, it's just regular food.
Interesting.
Will we ding from this? We don't have a second ring. No, we will not ding from that. Oh, but this quest is just fucking free. These types of quests are great when we have a leveling challenge. Oh, this is harder than I expected it to be, though. Wait, where are we supposed to be going? Oh, we have to... Oh, wow. How do we shoot them down? Yeah, they're coming in so fast, I can't stop them. This is kind of grim, isn't it? Shooting down the pilot as well as the vehicle? I mean, they're coming to kill our guys, I guess. I don't know, man. War is just... It's so over-glorified in video games, but... The whole combat loop is based on it. Like, you literally can't play this game without killing enemies. I wanted to do a pacifist run. I thought it'd be funny. But it'd just be herbing and that's pretty much it, I don't think. You literally can't play the game without attacking enemies. The whole gameplay loop is based on combat with enemies. Alright, another level. So that was like a 10-minute level. That's pretty good. How the hell do we get down there now? Well, that's interesting. I didn't think Malacca Jin was part of it. Network connection was locked. Oh, because the computer went AFK. Unfortunate. I don't even think we're going to watch the UFC event, though, because by the time the fights that I want to watch are on, I'm going to end up leaving to go golf. I don't know. We'll see. So that, wow, yeah, we're 2 chapters in already. God, this is an interesting zone. We are definitely, yeah, we're definitely fighting something here. Last episode I said it's pretty much impossible to die with LCDs up, but yeah, that was proved to be false just now. I think the big thing was literally the chromie time situation. We did make it out of that alive. Barely. If you wanna get out alive, then run for your life. I don't even know what that is. Some song. Breaking Benjamin? And I float upon a shallow bay, lift me up until the ground gives way. I'm a California castaway. I don't think you wanna fuck with me. I don't think you wanna fuck with me. It's a good song, actually. And I float upon a shallow bay, lift me up until the ground gives way. I'm a California castaway. I don't think you wanna fuck with me. I don't think you wanna fuck with me. That is Shinedown, dude. You saw these bands. Send a message on the unborn child. I don't know, remember the lyrics though. It's called 45. I know. Right into these mobs. Send away for priceless gifts. One not subtle, one not on the list. Send away for perfect worlds. One not simply so absurd. Wait, what is that? Oh, we have to go back and do that. I didn't expect that. In these times of doing what you're told. Let's get this quest first, because I don't understand that. It seems really weird. I was just like in the middle of nowhere. Well, so was the old spider quest, to be fair. Whatever happened to the young man's heart? Swallowed by pain as he slowly fell apart. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45, swimming through the ashes of another life. Another life, no real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. Everyone pointing their fingers, always condemning me. Okay, this is a really weird area. Because in Classic, it's like, there's like 2 quests here. But now this guy is the same guy, Zinzil. Used to be in this cave back here, and he was like holding holding night elves hostages.
Bye-bye now.
What is this? Vendor. Let's go on vendor. Sword of Corruption, see you later.
Okay, dokie.
What is in here now? Anything? No, nothing at all. Pickled sludge? What the fuck does that mean? It's in this. It's in the cauldron. What other songs used to be Shinedown? There used to be a lot of good songs. think there's like a warlock quest here as well. They're still a band? Oh yeah, well they are. Jacksonville, Florida. Brent Smith. Was that the first album I ever listened to? Us and Them? Leave Us a Whisper, I think it was the name of it. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45, swimming through the ashes of another life. No real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. It's such like melodic music. Why do I keep losing lightning shields? I just put it up. Certainly wasn't 30 minutes ago, I don't think. Oh yeah, there's a lot of songs that I probably can't sing very well. I have this album though. Me and my crush at the time went to buy it together, and I was like, "It's a date." wasn't a date. There's a lot of really good songs on this album though. I don't remember many of them now. Well, Breaking Benjamin though, I remember that. Breaking Benjamin. Weird names, huh? Yeah, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Yeah. It's actually where I live. Very, very close to it. I don't think I've ever heard their early songs though. I just remember Shallow Bay. Shallow Bay. Oh wait, that's the name of one of their songs. That's not actually the name of their album. I don't know. Sorry, we're heavily distracted by this now. So cold. 28 days later. Oh no, that's different. When passion's lost and all the trust is gone. Wait, that's a different song altogether, isn't it? Right. That's a whole different song, isn't it? Yeah, that's Mudvayne. When passion's lost and all the trust is gone, way too far for way too long. Children crying, cast out and neglected, only in a world so cold. Only in a world this cold. Hold the hands of your best friend. Look into their eyes and watch them drift away. Some might say we've done the wrong things for way too long. For way too long. Fever inside the storm. So I'm turning away. Away from the names, away from the stones. 'Cause I'm through mending the wounds of us. Keep your thorns. 'Cause I'm running away. It's a good song. Keep your thorns. And now, I used to love that song when I was young. Oh, how about, what was the song that was like featured in one of the superhero films from back then? God, I can't remember the names of these bands, man. There were so many bands that were so influential on me. I don't know how this gets brought up in my head all of a sudden. Anyway, we're looking at Breaking Benjamin albums. Saturate. Or no, we are not alone. I can't remember the names of these. Unfortunately, if I can't even remember the names of the albums, it probably tells me that it wasn't. There's some songs that I recognize though. Simple Design. Follow. Oh, this is it. So cold. Crowded streets are cleared away one by one. Hollow heroes separates as they run. You're so cold, keep your hand on mine. Wise men wonder while strong men die. That's a good song, man. Show me how it ends, it's alright. Show me how defenseless you really are. Satisfied and empty inside. Well, that's alright. This another try. If you find your family, don't you cry. In this land of make-believe, dead and dry. Keep losing my place. You're so cold, but you'll feel alive. Lay your hand on me one last time. Show me how it ends, it's alright. Show me how defenseless you really are. Satisfied and empty inside. Well, that's alright, let's give this another try. Good song, man. Tell you, I don't remember them very well, but oh yeah, that healed a ton there. So that talent works. What other songs? Rain? Rain, rain, go away. Where's the lyrics? I remember this song. Alright, what else? There's gotta be other bands. What was the name of the fucking... Three Doors Down. That was it. 3 Doors Down. What a great... Another great album. I gotta find... Kryptonite? Oh, man. Oh, man. Some good songs, dude. That's it, Kryptonite. This was the song. Let's get the lyrics. Oh, yeah, that was also the name of the album? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I forgot the song is a really weird song. I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my body somewhere lying in the sand of time. I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. I feel there's nothing I can do, yeah. I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. After all, I knew I had to be something to do with you. I really don't mind what happens now and then, as long as you'll be my friend at the end. If I go crazy, then would you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might. Kryptonite. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm singing that song very well, but really good song. I remember that album was also very influential on me. Let's see. Album. Just gotta get a list of all the songs and then I'll remember them. Oh, The Better Life. That was what it was called. Loser. Oh, man. Don't know why they can't have the lyrics on the Wikipedia page, man. Loser, 3 Doors Down song. This one I remember very well. I don't remember the melody though. I'd have to like listen to the song. You're getting closer to pushing me off of life's little edge, 'cause I'm a loser. Sooner or later, you know I'll be dead. You're getting closer. Pulling the rope and I'm taking the fall. 'Cause I'm a loser. Yep, I remember that song. I don't remember the actual, like, chorus, though. Well, alright, anyway, we're done with those quests. That was very autopilot. Killing beasts. What else? Duck and Run, I think. That's the other song. I can't remember the melody of the song. The lyrics sound very familiar to me, but I don't know. I'd have to hear the song. Okay, anyway, let's turn this in. Let's just not fight anything, hopefully. Yeah, obviously System. System was really transformed my musical tastes.
For the Horde.
Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, No. What do you own the world? What do you own disorder? No, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. When I became the sun that shone love into the man's heart. When I became the sun that shone love into the man's heart. Conversion, software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire-hub.
Our enemies will
Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, No one in the world. Oh, we're actually going in here? Man, I really should do this zone more. This is a lot of the same areas, at least in Classic. They did a decent job making it feel like the same zone. Are there going to be Grim Totem stuff, or are they just down? I think they're just dead, probably. Oh no, look at they're fighting the Horde guys. So that must be next. I can't remember the... Oh, Aerials? Aerials. There we go. Life is a waterfall. We're one in the river and one again after the fall. Swimming through the void, we hear the word. We lose ourselves, but we find it all. 'Cause we are the ones that wanna play. Always wanna go, but you never wanna stay. We are the ones that wanna choose. How the hell do we get for? I always wanna play, but you never wanna lose. All aerials. What are we doing? In the sky. When you lose small mind, you'll free your life. Aerials so up high. When you free your mind, eternal life. Is this it? Must be. Oh, we don't have any actual buffs up, dude. Yeah, we're so preoccupied with this. So preoccupied with this thing. I love singing, man. It's just such a great pastime. I feel like it just makes time go fast. Like we just did all those quests completely on autopilot. I literally didn't even think once while I was just looking at all that stuff. So we're clicking on crystals. Boulder slide, Kobold subdued. What? Who is bad troll? We have to get them low, maybe? Definitely never did this quest. Yep. This is a really famous area because it's like fucking insane mob density. Like, absolutely ridiculous mob density. What, do we just spam it? I don't really get it. I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter what health it is. We just spam it. Are they damaging themselves? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the other ones are helping me. This is a fucking really strange quest. What the hell? It's like they knew how dangerous this area was and they didn't bother to fix it. Look at this. We've aggroed 2 mobs now and there's another one very close to aggroing. Wow, now they're just like slaughtering them though. Can't remember, man. There's so many good songs from my childhood. Are we just done here? Or is there more? There's more here. There's a lot more here in Classic, so probably one more thing. Can we still use that whip? I think so. Doesn't seem like it's gonna work though now that it's over. We ding again though. Another one of these. Damn, 6%. What the fuck? Let me get that for blood decay. Holy shit. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Is there a tunnel here as well, maybe? In a Naga cave in Feralus, there's a weird little tunnel underneath the water there. Oh, there's a rare. Come to the right place. This will probably be easy with these mobs. Yes, sir. Didn't even get all my CDs down. Oh. Shoulders. And a belt. Leather belts. Male shoulders again, man. Really want to wear leather shoulders. I love the look of it. But all good. God, there's just so many mobs here, dude. Is this really like this in Classic too? I can't remember how the density. I remember coming in here, actually when I did the Nomad Hunter that I ended up quitting. It was just like ridiculous. It was like, nah, this ain't happening. This ain't happening. This ain't worth the experience. I like the way they handled it though, I guess. Or some are dead? Is that what just happened? It looks like they're dying. It's like corpses. Not really sure how. We only have one left now. Let's just run. Oh yeah, they're just dying over time as well. Maybe that's why it didn't work. What's the name of this album? Toxicity, that's just the name of the album. Okay. Version, software version 7.0, looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub. Eating seeds is a pastime activity, the toxicity of our city. of our city now. What do you own the world? What do you own? Disorder, disorder. Now somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. Oh, Chop Suey as well, man. Oh man, I'll never forget this. I was singing the song on a basketball bus ride, and everybody was talking when we left. So I just like kind of like closed my eyes and started singing to myself. And then I had the earphones in, and everybody stopped talking, and then I was the only person talking, and everybody saw me singing basically. And I'll never forget like the reaction. It was like the coach was like mad I was singing. I'm like, what? Sorry. Didn't know that everybody stopped talking all of a sudden. The fuck is this quest? The hell is that? Okay, yeah, we're empowering these fellas. Kobold Fury. What do we do with that? This is so weird. Like, we're losing to the Grim Totem, I guess, so we have to, like, empower them. Oh, yeah, that's the song. That's the part of the song. I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I tried when angels deserve to die. I was singing that part. Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Father, into your hands, why have you forsaken me? In your eyes forsaken me. In your arms forsaken me. In your thoughts forsaken me. Oh, trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. In my self-righteous suicide, I cry when angels deserve to die. I love that fucking song, man. That part is, wake up, grab a version, put a little makeup. It's like clickbait. Like, the song seems like a fucking meme when you hear the lyrics and you hear the way he's singing it the first time. And then I think it's Darren's part even. I don't even remember who sings that part. But yeah, then that's Father, into your hands Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Father, into your hands, why have you forsaken me? In your eyes forsaken me. In your thoughts forsaken me. Oh, trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. In my self-righteous suicide, I cry when angels deserve to die. 97.9X rocks. I could hear the fucking radio station, man. What are we even doing right now? Kobold Army Unleashed. We're supposed to go up here. We're unleashing it on the Horde, I guess. What is this? I cry when angels deserve to die. I don't think we're supposed to come up this way. Oh boy, what is this? Oh no, I'm gonna fall off too. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Run. Get threat or something. Okay. I don't know what the fuck's going on. That was the whole quest, though, I guess. Must have. I don't even know what this is. this whole area is new. I'm pretty sure. I think there was goblins digging here in Classic, but I don't think there was any actual quest for it. Maybe as Alliance there was. I don't know. Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Father, into your hands, why have you forsaken me? In your thoughts forsaken me, oh, trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Am I self-righteous suicide? I cry when angels deserve to die. Fucking love that song, man. Man, that is such like probably like my favorite thing ever written, honestly, in music.
We will have
Oh, I level
justice.
42 pants. We have a bad pair of pants
Stay
on.
away from them.
Alright, stay away from Devoodoo. We just finished it. So now we go back to Kromkar's fortress. That's interesting. I really, this sounds all new to me. Let's put it that way. Oh, there's been another level as well that we never did anything with. I guess that would be useful. I don't really think so. There's not really any talents we need. It's a problem. This would be a good talent. Yeah, let's start putting points into that. We have to go 3 points in to get it, but Promise Ice Strike doesn't do anything either. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, we have 6 points before we can even get that, but we have Feral Spirits, obviously we need. Oh, there's also Primordial Wave. I don't exactly know how that spell works. It's an instant spell though, so. What else? Oh yeah, Atwa. Air, trees, water, animals. It's a song about that was apparently something that Charles Manson like believed in. Shoom boo doo doon doo doo doon boo 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 doo doon sha na na na. Hey, you seen me? Pictures crazy. All the world I've seen before me passing by. I've got nothing to gain, to lose. All the world I've seen before me passing by. I always do this. I don't know why I do this too, but you don't care about how I feel. I don't feel it anymore. Wham pow, wham pow, wow. I knew you were trouble when I walked in. Trouble, trouble, trouble. I don't know why I was. They sound similar, I guess. So. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. I don't. That's like, what's that? Some fucking pop star. Oh, Taylor Swift. Jesus Christ. Is that right? Maybe not. Is that the same song? I don't even know. I've never heard any of this shit. Alright, anyway. Let's try to focus on the leveling now. Oh, that's not the same song? Oh, it is a song. It's a cover? Is that what they're saying? No, I guess not. Somebody else covered it. Yeah, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Trouble, trouble, trouble. It says Taylor's version. What does that mean? I literally never heard the song before. I just probably on the radio one day, and that sounds have stuck in my head from it. All right, we are now 39 as well, man. This is crazy. We might ding 70 today. Wait, we had 2 points? What's going on here? Oh, we have to put 2 fucking points into this? Well, it doesn't even matter because it's literally better than the other one. Like, this is more useful than anything else. I'm not going to use any of these spells. I mean, I don't know what the spell is. Maybe I should use that. But we need 1 point and then 3. So there's 3 points, and then we still need 2 points. So at that point, we're going to have to take Elemental Blast, probably. Kromgar hot air balloon safely escorted. Sure. A deer dance, invitation of peace, war staring you in the face. Dressed in black. With a helmet. So lyrics. This is such a wild song. Circumventing circuses, lamenting and protest to visible police. Presence once with fear. Battalions at the right place with a rubber bullet kisses. Baton courtesy. Service with a smile. Beyond the stable center, you could see America with his tired poor avenging disgrace. Peaceful loving youth against the brutality. A plastic existence. I'm not doing this part. Pushing little children. A rush of words pleading to disperse upon your naked walls a lie, a political call, the fog accord. We can't afford to be neutral on a moving train. Beyond the Staples Center, you could see America with its tired, poor, avenging disgrace. Peaceful, loving youth against the brutality. A blessing existence. They like to push the weak around. A deer dance, invitation of peace, war staring you in the face. Dressed in black, with a helmet, fierce, trained in the appropriate further malcontents. Further this propulsion malcontents. A little boy smile, it will all be well. Say a little boy smile, it will all be well. Pushing little children. It's a good song, man. System is like probably one of the best musical artists ever. They just have such good like. Is this really it? We're just killing wyverns. Where are we right now? Oh, this is the old lake. Yeah, okay. See, this all. Yeah, okay. So this is Sunrock Retreat still here. There used to be a small alliance, like 3 NPCs there that you can do quests with, so they made a whole hub out of it. Then this is the lake. And then, yeah, all this other shit's still here, but this does not get used at all. This whole left side of the zone does not get used, at least not as horde. Where the fuck are the wyverns? They're there. The lake is in bad shape, honestly. I like to push the weak around. Beyond the Staples Center, you could see America with its tired, poor, avenging disgrace. Peaceful, loving youth against the brutality. A pleasant existence. A rush of words waiting to disperse upon your naked walls alive. Political call, the fog icon. Can't afford to be neutral on a moving train. Their range is so crazy too. It's mostly because they have 2 different people singing, so they do like a lot of harmonizing without even it being obvious. I really like Surge's singing, but Darren is probably the more skilled singer. Darren Malakian, is that his name? Something like that. Oh, it's the other bands, man. There's so many good bands from back in the day. Show me what it's for, make me understand it. I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answers. Is there something more? Oh, a rare. Than what I've been handed. I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answers. Is there something more than what I've been handed? I've been crawling in the dark, looking for. This guy doesn't. Wait, what the hell just happened? I was gonna say this guy does a lot of damage, and he just got one shot. Show me what it's for, make me understand. Got a nice upgrade there. I've been crawling in the dark. Did that count as well? That counted for the quest too, that's nice. I don't even know, that's crawling in the dark. Was that Hoobastang? Hoobastang, what a weird name. Show me what it's for. This song I don't think I could sing very well, but I will. Okay, I don't remember the fucking melody though, man. I wish I could know if the direction that I take and all the choices that I make won't end up all for nothing. Show me what it's for, make me understand it. I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answers. Is there something more than what I've been handed? I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answers. Help me carry on. Assure me it's okay to use my heart and not my eyes to navigate the darkness. Will the ending be ever coming suddenly? Will I ever get to see the ending to my story? Show me what it's for, make me understand it. I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answers. Is there something more than what I've been handed? Oh, we have to kill them too. These quests. What the fuck is that? This quest I don't know very well. What was that that just dropped from the sky? What was the other song? The Reason? I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do, but I continue learning. And so I have to say before I go that I just want you to know I found a reason to be, to change who I used to be, a reason to start over new, and the reason is you. I'm sorry that I hurt you. It's something I must live with every day. And all the pain I put you through, I wish that I could take it all away and be the one who catches all your tears. That's why I need you to hear I found a reason for me to change who I used to be. This weird quest. A reason to start over new, and the reason is you. I feel like this is supposed to be on our side. I'm confused about this. Yeah, I think it's bugged. Am I healing the totem there? I'm not a perfect person. What about it? All right, last song. My favorite song to sing right now. Well, there's another couple songs, but you won't hear them. Saving them for something special. Let's put it that way. All right. Wait, what the fuck? I typed in Through the Fire lyrics, and it's a different song. The Fire and the Flames. 2 separate songs, apparently. All right, here we go. On a cold winter morning, in the time before the light, in flames of death's eternal rain, we ride towards the night. When the darkness is falling down and times are tough, alright. The sound of evil laughter falls around the world tonight. Fighting hard, fighting on for the steel through the wastelands evermore. What is going on here? The scattered souls will feel the hell, bodies washed on the shore. On the blackest plain of hell's domain, we watch them as we go. In fire and pain, now once again we know. So now we fly ever free, we're free before the thunderstorm. On toward the wilderness our quest carries on. Far beyond the sundown, far beyond the moonlight, deep inside our hearts and all our souls. So far away, we wait for the day, for the lives also wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a life lost, trapped in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. What are we even doing right now? Back on the hot air balloon. As the red day is dawning and the lightning cracks the sky, they'll raise their hands to the heavens above with resentment in their eyes. Running back to the mid-morning light, there's a burning in my heart. We're banished from a time in a fallen land to a life beyond the stars. In your darkest dreams, see to believe our destiny this time. And endlessly we'll all be free tonight. And on the wings of a dream so far beyond reality, all alone in desperation, now the time is gone. Lost inside, you'll never find. Lost within my own mind. Day after day, this misery must go on. So far away, I'll wait for the day. For the lives also wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a life lost, trapped in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. That's it. I never sing the rest. Let's do it again. As the red day is dawning and the lightning cracks the sky, they'll raise their hands to the heavens above with resentment in their eyes. Running back through the mid-morning light, there's a burning in my heart. We're banished from a time in a fallen land to a life beyond the stars. In your darkest dreams, see to believe the destiny this time. And endlessly we'll all be free tonight. And on the wings of a dream, we're far beyond reality. All alone in desperation. All alone in desperation. Now the time is gone. Lost inside, you'll never find. Lost within my own mind. Day after day, this misery must go on. So far away, I'll wait for the day. All the lives also wasted and gone. You feel the pain of a life lost, trapped in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. I don't know why that song is so attractive to me. It's obviously not the original melody to it or whatever, but man. Yeah, the red day's dawning and the lightning cracks the sky. It's just like the lyrics are just so powerful, I feel like. So is this actually here in Classic? I don't think so. I don't even know where this would be. No, this is like in between. Yeah, this is all new shit. They add all this shit here. So we're actually using the vehicle to kill stuff. In the blackest plane of hell's domain, we open as we go. You might be confused to hear why I say it's my favorite song to heal. Or hear. Favorite song to sing. And I don't know the fucking lyrics at all. It's because I literally never learned the lyrics. I just love singing it. So I just basically like make up the lyrics. In the blackest plane of hell's domain, we open as we go. And all the time and all right to know. And on the wings ever free, we're far beyond reality. All the time and all the while, and lost with as we know. Lost within my own mind, lost within the moonlight, deep within the hearts and all our souls. So far away, I'll wait for the day. I just never know how to pilot these things, man. All the lights are so wasted and gone. What's going on now? You feel the pain of a life lost, trapped in 1,000 days. The fire and the flames we carry on. What's happening? Paladin 1. We need to kill more glaives. That was a fun little journey down. It's actually funny because like I would say like my 3 great hobbies are WoW, golf, and singing. But they never seem to mix. I've tried to make golf mix, but it's a little bit hard to do that. Alright, 3 o'clock. I think we definitely finished this zone. Wow, did we get 7 levels from this zone, by the way? Man, I should have saved this for 50 or something. 7 levels. We're not even done. I think we're almost done. It's called To Battle Scar. I think that's the last one of the last quests. My throats. I never really sing that often. That like usually I'll sing like for a little bit, especially while driving. Driving is like where I sing the most. I highly doubt this is here though. In Classic. It just seems weird that they put it on this mountain. It's definitely not here. No, obviously not. You would think it is. I mean, there's like a bunch of Tauren NPCs here, like if it was here the whole time.
Hail, be careful.
Just disappointing that Sunwalker Retreat has no purpose at all. I have to keep going up and down this ladder, I think. Unless I miss my mark. We're in for one hell of a night. Alright, what else? Proof of lies. Oh, I see. Yeah. Torn are not happy about this. Oh, shit. The song. It's like my favorite song in WoW. If this song was in Classic, I don't even know. I would probably quit WoW altogether and just play Classic. This song is like so fucking good, dude. It's so atmospheric and it's so like, it represents exactly what I think of when I think of Torn. But it's a Cataclysm edition. And I guess so is that town there. I just don't understand, like, what, this is not all here, right? I think, you know what, dude? I think when you fly over the zone, you see like huts and shit, but I don't think you can get to it. So maybe some of this is here. I just really don't understand why they would add all this to the zone. I gotta do this as Alliance and see if I'm missing a piece of the puzzle here. Because they're making it sound like there's druids here the whole time, right? There's no druids here. There's a... Well, there's supposed to be an even more north part, too. I wonder if that's where Alliance start or something. There's like a Barrow Den. I'm pretty sure there's like a horde quest to go in there and kill the elites down there or something. Another quest I've never done. It's like 4 elites. It's the whole quest. You have to just kill 4 elites in Classic. Yeah, okay. Good joke. Good one. The guy's gonna be dead, right? How's that? Orinthus is dead. He is oh, what the fuck? Didn't expect this. Ding 40. How about that? Level 40. Alright, so yet another talent point. Now it's time to put it in the lightning bolts. Then I don't know what to go for at that point. Stone skin, maybe? These all kind of suck, to be honest. Like, they all suck hardcore. This would be a good one. I can't get there, though. I have to go down this way. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really good. I definitely need to get that. Poison cleansing totem sounds good, but it's not going to really have any use for us. Oh, nature's swiftness. Well, that would be useful. Is that going to help with lightning bolt? I'm pretty sure it will work on lightning bolt too. This looks like it's an actual town, doesn't it? There's a fucking moonwell here. There's a tower. These have all been added just for Classic or for Kata. Because there's no way this would be here. These are like much more higher quality towns than would have been here in Classic. Blackness plain until Shaman, we open as we go. God, this music's awesome. Oh yeah, what about Shade Scale? Oh yeah, we have a new PvP talent as well. This sounds pretty good at night. Sky Fury Totem as well. There's a lot of totems all of a sudden. I think I'm just gonna dump Doom Winds, to be honest. I don't think it works. I literally don't think it works. It might work on the second part of it. Improves damage done. We just have way too many cooldowns, man. That's the only actual fire totem, but it looks like that, so you literally can barely even tell it's a fire totem. That is now a 36-second cooldown as well.
Greetings. May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
He was a good boy, Metro. Young, loving. He would have never been killed by the young druids. They were his friends. No, not Orthus. The general must be called to answer.
We shall
Defend
meet
yourself.
again.
General Grebo. Come out of your tent and face me. He's gonna get slaughtered, dude. Druid versus warrior, terrible matchup for him.
Speak.
This is actually another Magcar orc. What the fuck? Did you lose this, General? Oh yeah, there was like a parchment that proves it. Yes, I did lose it. Where did you find it, Torin? Metroshock found it. You're right. On the corpse of my only child, you miserable son of a pig. Damn. He laughs. Your boy was weak, spineless, just like his father. That's him. And it's for you, Metro. Disappointing. You're a disgrace to the Horde. This is not a... This is a fucking Magcar. What does he know about the Horde? In the blackest pain of hell's domain, he's doing a lot of damage. Did Earthshock just like expire? This totem's down all the time then. It's like really high uptime. I'd love to see like a DPS chart for this fight though. Love to see exactly. I bet Counter-Strike Totem is probably like top damage, to be honest. Counter-Strike Totem and auto attack.
Go in peace.
Overlord Cromgar at Cromgar Fortress. Oh, back there, okay. It's a hell of a trip. I guess they want you to fly, obviously. Wait, don't we have to come back here after this, too? Just barely made it. What other PvP talents are there? Ride the Lightning. That's pretty going, too, but that's it. This one seems cool, but I don't really want mobs getting knocked away, to be honest. I don't really know what would happen, because Earthshock, the Earthshield one, roots them. Earthshield roots them, and Lightning Shield knocks them away. So what happens when you have both on? Does it just automatically root them and knock them away, so it does nothing? I don't know. There's actually a flight path there? Wow. So this must all be Alliance content up here, huh? Yeah, we're gonna have to do the zone. I feel like I shouldn't do it. Oh, another rare. This is a rare elite. This is actually this is a huge part of the playthrough I did on the classic thing I was talking about. This mob, huge part of it. Don't want to spoil why. Huge part. Gloves again. More male gloves. This is a big upgrade though. So I got cloth wrists a while ago. Oh no, those are downgrade. Wait. They are BOE though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to use cloth. Alright, level 40 though. That's pretty good for... And what's our slash blade? We have a bunch of time AFKing on this character while I was setting stuff up. So it's probably about an hour of AFKing. So we'll say 12 minutes. 12 minutes. 12 hours to get to 40. That's fucking great. Obviously the first like 10 levels are insanely fast, but... Wait, what? $20 minutes per level, I guess is what it is. Pretty good. That 10-minute level we had earlier in the zone, that definitely helps. I gotta kind of like tell Cop, I'm like, yo, dude, you're right, dude. This zone is insane. What's going on? I'm so confused. I clicked off the screen and this happens every once in a while when you do that. I'm lost. Went the wrong way, I think. I don't... Wrong way. This was actually a good zone. It was very enjoyable. I mean, I enjoyed singing too, but it was a very enjoyable... There was a good chunk of it that was very reminiscent of the original zone as well. Probably only about a third of it, but... Good times. Good feelings attached to it, it feels like. Had no idea how electric its EXP per hour was. And now we have to go all the way back. This is so night and day compared to Ashtonvale, though, man. That zone was gonna kill me. I didn't think I could finish it, to be honest. I really don't. Those quests are really bad. It's actually just looking back, like, oh my god, they did the good. This zone, I have to say, they did a good job with this zone. It's actually good. Like, I don't really like how they fucked it up, but it's really good. It's like actually good. The questing is good. And again, I definitely need to do the Alliance version. Alright. Almost back, right? Not really. Close. I bet the Alliance version deals with the left side of the zone then. That's probably how it works, because there's a lot of stuff over here that we just never saw. I highly doubt anything has to do with Sunwalker host as Alliance, but maybe there's even something there, I don't know. But there's this area up here, it's basically like this whole left area that we just never interacted with. Fire Watchers, Glen, and then there's Wind Shear Hold still. So yeah, we gotta definitely check that out. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Increase all fire, frost, and nature damage by a total of 10%. That's pretty good. That's gonna do the job. Probably one of the best talents we have right now. What about these other talents that like interfere with totem CDs? Well, not interfere, that's not the way to put it. Resets the cooldown of your most recently used totem with a base cooldown of 3 minutes. What the hell just happened? Oh. There's like a new skybox for this area. Because there's a war going on. Honestly, what even happened here? I know there's like some big moment about to happen with Garrosh. Cop always brings it up. They haven't dropped the bomb yet, I don't, do they? Oh, he loses? Wait, Overlord Cromgar. No, we win. The traitorous Torn will now stand by as we destroy his precious grove and burn his village to the ground. What the fuck? I just didn't even realize. I thought we like won and everybody agreed that that was the problem. Stand by me, Metro, and watch as our mighty weapon destroys our enemies. Learn what it means to be Horde. Neck.
For the Horde!
Learn what it means.
What now, Cliffwalker? As this battle comes to its glorious conclusion.
Voice acting.
You are about to cross a terrible threshold, Cromgar. May the Earth Mother have mercy on your soul.
Oh, it does get dropped. Good thing for the increased draw distance. Uh-oh. It fell. Fuck. Somebody better go catch it. Oh. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have caught it. Holy shit, it's destroyed. What the fuck?
Look upon the world, Cliffwalker, and see the might of the Horde.
No, here's a portal.
What have you done, Cromgar?
War Chief, I was carrying out your command.
My command? Was my command to murder innocents, Cromgar?
War Chief, sir,
Am I a murderer, Cromgar?
Yes.
No, what?
Like, what the fuck? Garrosh, bro, you can't really be taking the
I
side here.
ask you again, what have you done? I sent you into Stone Talon Mountains with an army. Your orders were to secure this land for the Horde. Instead, you laid waste to the land, murdered innocents, children even. I spent a very long
What's this
time
guy even doing
in
now?
Northrend,
He's just
Cromgar.
kneeling or something?
I
Sitting.
learned much about the Horde in that time. While there, a wise old war hero told me something that I would carry with
Talking
me
about surfing?
forever. Honor, Kromgar. No matter how dire the battle, never forsake it. Overlord Kromgar, you have disgraced the Horde. You have brought shame to us as a people. By my right as war chief, I hereby relieve you of duty.
He's gonna throw him off the thing. Yeah, I remember this.
You are dismissed.
This would not even come close to killing him, by the way. He's gonna land right here. The fuck do you want, Garrosh?
Wait, War Chief. Please. This is the hero responsible for uncovering this corruption. This one tried to stop Kromgar.
You want to eat a totem, bro?
Have mercy, War Chief.
Mercy.
Didn't fucking think so,
Your
Garrosh.
wife and child were murdered. Your kin wiped out. Your home burned to the ground. Mercy. Chieftain, on this day, I learn from you. Kromgar's army is no more. Your rank no longer has meaning. If you wish to truly help the Horde, your considerable power could be used in Desolace or in the Southern Barrens. The choice is yours to make. Let honor guide you. Do not forget that Hellscream's eyes are always upon you.
Yeah. I don't know if Blizzard had any idea what they were doing with the character this time.
What brings you here?
Now you truly know what it means to be a member of the Horde, Metro.
Go.
Did not get an upgrade from that neck. We still have no neck.
How?
There's nothing left for you here, Metro. As for me, I must lay Masha's body to rest. Once I have done that, I will go to the bombing site and begin the process of regrowth. Oh, the daughter died too? What the fuck, man? I wasn't really paying attention at all. Perhaps one day a new grove will bloom, a grove infused with the spirit of the child and the fallen Night Elf youths. If you wish to travel to Desolace, I hear word of a blood elf named Furion seeking adventuring partners. Perhaps you should seek him out. Farewell, friend. I will never forget you.
Walk with the others.
Desolace? Yeah, I don't think we're going to do Desolace. Nothing left for you here. That's not true. We got a whole nother faction to do it on. Well, that was interesting. Is there an inn here? I only have like 30 minutes left, so I don't know. Start a new quest. Start a new zone. I mean, we could start the, There's nothing here. Was that his wife? Anyway, we're gonna go down to the Southern Barrens. I guess we'll do that. Southern Barrens is still really good, even though they fucked it up so severely. That's probably like the zone that they fucked up the most, honestly. I mean, the Barrens in general, obviously. The Northern Barrens is good. The Northern Barrens is, if like the original Barrens is 10 out of 10, but let's just pretend that it was two separate zones anyway, just so we can compare it. The old Northern Barrens, 10 out of 10. The new Northern Barrens, I'd say like 7 out of 10. Maybe even, I would say maybe even 8 out of 10. And then the new Southern Barrens, probably like 6 out of 10. Like, it's not bad. Not bad. They definitely didn't, like, it's not awful. But it's definitely not the old Barrens. The original Barrens and STV, and also maybe even Ashenville, to be honest, they had this feel that, like, you were just doing, like, light things, light work, you know what I mean? There was no fucking bomb being dropped on a tree. There wasn't these grave incidences happening. So this is a good story. They told it well, but I don't really like it. Don't like the concept at all, honestly. Same thing with Southern Barrens. It went from being this like, yo, there's these pigmen everywhere. We need to kill them. That's literally like, you know, the Southern Barrens is just like, there's these threats that are invading on our lands, basically. That's it. There's some dwarf, maybe. Is there even quests to go in the dwarf stuff? I don't even remember, honestly, but it's all just quests to kill random, like, third parties. But then, of course, you know, New Blizzard. It's like, oh, everybody likes Horde versus Alliance, don't they? 100%. I don't know. I like the way the game plays out when you're just a person. You know what I mean? I don't really like the whole I'm a Horde person versus I'm an Alliance person. I just like being a player. And I would say that the thing that's missing the most from the game at times is that sense there, you know, where you're just an adventurer. I mean, it does sound like maybe they'll have a little bit of that back in Dragonflight. I would say they did a decent job with it in Shadowlands, but it's hard, you know, it's existential no matter what you do. Shadowlands is so, the threat is so grave. It's not something to be taken lightly. There was some criticism on that front for BFA though, because the Horde was like, okay, we're dealing with Cahoon and we're doing all this crazy shit. And then Alliance was literally like, oh, you're just fucking around. You're basically like a classic quester in Alliance. And at first, people like spoke positively about that. They're like, oh, this is great. It's so nice to be able to just be like a casual, you know, like not like a super aggressive villain again. You know what I mean? Well, then they got to max level, and then they realized that the first raid had actually zero to do with what they'd been doing. Like, there's literally no connection to... I mean, really, there's no connection to any of the content at max level. I guess the Storm raid, whatever that place was called. But yeah, the questing experiences in BFA, I've never done them. I actually never did them. But this is what I've been told. The questing experiences in BFA's Alliance are completely agnostic to the story that ultimately plays out in the raids. You know, Cahoon and that story with the trolls and everything, that literally has nothing to do with Alliance. And then Battle of the Zaralor is just completely on top of that. Like, that's not to do with any of the zones either. So I guess the Unat, whatever that raid's called. See, here was the Alliance. There was like a gnome and a night elf or something. They're just not here anymore, I guess. I don't blame them. I would leave too. See, it still says end of Venture Company lands, even though the Venture Company is like not even here anymore. Well, I think this will be still only 2.5 hours though. Probably a good place to stop though, regardless. Maybe get to 41. We're pretty close. Probably just one or two quests total, and then we'll be at 41. I don't love how the zones change topographically. I'm still super confused by that one quest where we had to go up and around. I don't even know where that would have been. But now every time I ever do this zone again, I will think of the songs we were reminiscing about today. And I float upon a shallow bay. That's where it all started. Lift me up until the ground gives way. I'm a California castaway. I don't think you wanna fuck with me. I don't think you wanna fuck with me. Crowded streets are cleared away one by one. Hollow heroes suffering as they run. You're so cold, keep your hand on mine. Wise men wonder while strong men die. Show me how it ends, it's alright. Tells us. Show me how defenseless you really are. Satisfied and alright. that's alright. Let's give this another try. Must be an alliance hub down here somewhere. Is this a graveyard? I don't even know. Don't know. I honestly haven't spent much time in this zone. Even in Classic, I've only done it recently. I've done it a few times, probably on Nostalrius and stuff, but... Oh yeah, there's actually... This is where we have to go, isn't it? Yeah, there's like a path up and around here. Pretty sure this is that where... And this path actually takes us back to Zabrujin, but I think that was actually there in Classic as well. I think I remember finding that. Otherwise, we would walk right into the Alliance town, which is not... I don't know if it's a town or not, but... These first quests are very strange. They make good use of the space in Southern Barrens, though, dude. The Southern Barrens is not that big. Like, the Northern Barrens is probably bigger. And, the fact that we're, like, using this, like, weird road that they built for, like... This is, like, a good chunk of questing happens right here. Like, look, now we just stay on the road and kill mobs on the road. Like, what would you do if there was, like, 10 people here? There's only, like, 6 mobs. Like, what? I don't even... There's not... Might not even be 6. I don't even have Windfury up. But the Barrens... Southern Barrens is probably a better example of... I don't know, the Northern Barrens is cool, but... I love the Northern Barrens, obviously, but... The Southern Barrens is probably a better example of what the Barrens really does well. And that's like these, like, characters that end up becoming, like, important to the game, like Mankrik and shit. It's very powerful down here. There's some really good stuff. I remember actually like crying. What just happened? Alright, this will ding us, right?
Well met. Win.
Yes, sir. 41. What a weird quest.
What do you need?
What a weird day. Weird. Everything about this was weird. So, in the next episode, we will be doing the Southern Barrens. Presumably a large chunk of it, maybe all of it. I don't know exactly how long it takes, but this was interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a comment. I don't know when I'll get back to this. Hopefully I'll have time for this. But it's going to be, yeah, I'm not really sure. So we got to 41. This is already going better than I ever expected. I mean, we're literally not even, yeah, we're not even half of a day played yet, really. I mean, we're probably about 12 hours played at this point. So I don't know. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.